This area does seem like a very good place for filming TV shows and movies, especially if you want some historical stuff too. The 50s, 60s, things like that. Check it out. It used to be the Bank of Astoria. Now it's the Museum of Whimsies, whatever that may be. But this area is a pretty cool place just to go in. It's got the old town feel to it. It'll be easy to make a movie here, so I get it. I get why they film a lot here. If you're coming to Astoria, they actually have a Sunday market. It is always local and always fun. It's on 12th Street, downtown Astoria, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., May 11th through October 12th, rain or shine. So unfortunately, it's a Saturday here, so I won't be able to participate in it. But if you're here on a Sunday, you might want to be checking it out. Our next stop is going to be the Garden of Surging Waves. Now, this garden was selected by the Astoria City Council as the city's bicentennial legacy gift, marking 200 years since the founding of the city in 1811 to 2011. The groundbreaking started in 2012, but it's really a garden that's designed to pay homage to the Chinese immigrants that were here that helped build the city and make everything work out. So it's pretty interesting, so we're going to check it out. But it's one of the culturally impactful locations here in Astoria, so that's why I wanted to include it in this video. So let's check it out. This park is part of a larger program to expand the Heritage Square. So I'm going to show you here in just a second, but the trains used to run through here, and they still have the train tracks in here as part of their heritage. Do you like movies? Do you like classic movies? Did you like the movie Goonies? If you did, you're probably going to recognize this building right here, but it is the Oregon Film Museum. This served as the county jail in the movie Goonies. So if you're in Astoria, you can come check it out. There's a lot of filming locations in here, especially with Kindergarten Cop as well. So that jumpsuit is was worn by character Hiroshi Ryucase in the Gus Van Sant film Restless. It was donated to the Oregon Film Museum. It was previously item number 770456000 at Universal Studios Costume Department. So they have 3 filming locations in here that you can use with your entry pass, and you can get 5 1-minute clips that you can get emailed to you. This is the screening room where you can look at your videos before you have them emailed. All you have to do is insert your pass, do everything, and then pull out and then email it to you. They actually got the scripts for the scenes in the jail cell on the wall, so you know exactly what was what, when, where. If you do not like crowds, you will not like that. It's very confined, very crowded, but it's pretty cool to go onto a movie set. There's several of them scattered around here. The Astoria Elementary School was used in Kindergarten Cop. There's a house that we're going to go check out. That was the house for one of the houses in Kindergarten Cop. Down on the riverfront, there's a restaurant that was used in the movies. There's a lot of movie history here. Behind me is a Flavel House. A Flavel House is a home that was built for a maritime captain, last name Flavel, hence Flavel House. Over time, it became in such disrepair that in 2014, the city of Astoria shuttered it. They considered it a derelict, and it was boarded up. In 2015, a local businessman purchased it with the thoughts of restoring it and turning it into a museum, which you have today. If you want to check it out, it's open. I don't have time to go in there today because I have to be back on the ship in about an hour, and I'm about 2 miles away from being there with all my other stops. So if you want to check out this Victorian era home, the Flavel Museum, come check it out. It's a really cool building. And it's right across the street from the Film Museum. Oh, when we stop in San Francisco, I'm not going to the Muir Woods because I've already been there twice, but they have these big redwood trees. Well, here they have a big Douglas fir tree. I'll show it to you here in a second, which is so you can kind of get an idea of how big it is. The height of the tree was 231 feet. The diameter was 115 inches, is 624 years old. Now, this particular piece of wood I'm about to show you contains 9,701 board feet and weighs 61,115 pounds. It was put here in 1937, so it's been sitting here for almost 100 years. That's huge. I wonder how many 2x4s can be out of 9,000 board feet. Let me find out. That tree right there can produce 1,707 2x4x8s. So ask ChatGPT, how many 2x4s are used on an average 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2,000 square foot home? And it said anywhere between 900 and 1,200 2x4s. So if it's 900, there's almost 2 houses of wood right there. That's just how big that piece of wood is. Insane. Sadly, my time in Astoria has come to an end. There are 2 other locations that you can go check out if you're into hiking and adventuring. I didn't have time to go see them. If I went to them, it would pretty much take the whole day. But that is the Astoria column. It's a 125-foot column, and when you climb up there, it's almost 200 steps. You can have a good overlook of the city and the bridge and the Columbia River. And then there's the Pigeon Steps, which also some more steps that give you a different view of the city and the Columbia River. So if you have any questions about Astoria, please let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, I'll see you next trip.